welcome back Rav. 1 second. Okay, studio says we can keep going. Perfect. So, Coach, what is your message? I mean, because we understand that there's this fight over the $1.3 trillion in health care for working men and women, as they like to say, but it's actually way more sinister than that because a lot of these are illegals. But what's your message? Because we know there's actually just a political calculus at play here. Chuck Schumer's worried about his left flank. He took a lot of incoming from his own party. When he went with the CR last time, he's worried about AOC primarying him. She was on a town hall with Bernie Sanders last night on CNN with Caitlin Collins. We know that there's just pure partisan politics at play here with Democrats, and they don't want to budge. What's your message to them?
Well, they don't care about the American people. They're worried more about politics, power. Schumer, as you said, he voted for the CR. He really didn't want to back in the spring, President Trump's first CR. He voted for it, and he took a shellacking from the AOCs, the far left progressives of the Democratic Party. And so he knows this time if he votes for it, he's dead meat. He will not be back in the Senate after next year. AOC will run against him and beat him. So that's his problem.
Yep. No, I agree with you, Coach. And he's got a heck of a party to try and wrangle in. I mean, we sometimes joke that the conservative movement is a bunch of raucous, independent-minded, hard to control people. But I actually think that the divide between sort of these moderate, old-school Democrats and the new left might be even more dramatic. I mean, you know, to put a finer point on what we talked about earlier, Jack, it's the left wing of the Democrat Party that it's Democrat Socialists of America, communists, that is actually advocating for political violence. Coach, we are so honored to have you. Again, I know what how much faith Charlie put in you, how much belief he had, and we wish you all the best in your gubernatorial run in the great state of Alabama, and we will be seeing you in Auburn in just a few weeks.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you guys. Talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach. Talk to you soon. We're going to welcome back radio in just a few seconds. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the Charlie Kirk Show. I want to play a couple clips of Charlie talking about Islam because he really was hammering this day in and day out.
Based.
Let's go ahead and play 253, how Islam is a conquering religion. 253.
For anyone that has eyes to see and ears to hear and actually reads the Hadith and reads parts of the Quran, you know that conquest is an Islamic value. To submit is literally what Islam means, to make those submit. It's very hard to get serious Muslims to admit to this, that they actually do want conquest, that they do want to take over.
Jack, I mean, ultimately that is what we're seeing kind of play out in places like London and now New York. And we have the
debate,
huge debate that's going to be taking place tonight between Andrew Cuomo, Sliwa, and Mamdani.
And so tonight, in lieu of thought crime, or, you know, we're still doing the thought crime show, but it's actually going to be, as Charlie would have wanted, by the way, a debate watch and then a debate reaction show. So I want everyone to tune in this evening. I think the debate starts 7 p.m. Eastern, so you don't need to worry about going to some other channel. We will be streaming the program tonight on Charlie Kirk, on the Charlie Kirk
all the
Rumble
platforms
and all the platforms. And then we'll be coming on afterwards. Andrew, actually, you're going to be on a flight.
I got to catch a flight, but I'll do the pre-show, and I'll watch part of the debate, and then you guys are going to take it from there.
Yeah, and we'll get and Blake's on assignment, so we'll get Tyler, myself, Cliff Maloney, and I want to get Mikey.
Yeah,
we had him last week on Thought Crime, and he's great.
Mikey's going to be on the show tomorrow for our AMA, so please join members.charliekirk.com, become a member, and help us in this time, but also get to take part in our AMAs.
So that's the only way
you get to talk to Mikey.
That's the only way to call in is as a member.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So, and you get to talk to Mikey, which is,
who wouldn't want to talk to Mikey?
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, yeah, listen, look at this. You see, go ahead and throw up image 278. This is from July 7th. The conservative movement needs to focus more time, energy, and focus on how Islam is rapidly taking over the West. That's a Charlie tweet, 278. We could go to another one, 279.
Which year is that? That's this year?
This year. And September 3rd. This is 7 days before. You hear a lot of pundits fearmonger about the rise of Christian nationalism. Right in front of their eyes, Islam is taking over public places and gaining political power. Islam is a fundamentally political ideology that aims to conquer us militarily or demographically. This is absolutely right. 277, Islam is the sword the left is using to slit the throat of America. It's a really tragic one.
Can I just say that? Yeah, that was September 9th.
Yeah.
I mean,
here's August 7th. Mass import Islam, destroy America. It's that simple. Charlie was raising the alarm bell. He was being as loud as he could about this issue,
you know what
and
it was?
I will not forget it.
You know what it was is because he went to Oxford and Cambridge. Because he was over there in London and he saw it with his own eyes. That was one, not the last foreign trip, but one of the last big trips that he did outside of the country. And he came back, and the very first thing he did was identify what the problem was, and he just boiled it down to its bones, down to its very DNA, as only Charlie could do, and said, guys, they're ahead of us, but we're on the same path. We're on the very same path with Islam. And then he was over there, seeing what was happening. Obviously, he saw how bad the infiltration on campus was, but he saw it around the cities as well. And we saw, of course, the huge rally for Tommy Robinson, which had already been pre-scheduled the same week that Charlie was killed, and that was very much a repudiation of the mass migration of Islam and third worlders into London. And then,
Totally agree.
And then because Charlie was murdered 3 days prior, I think I have the dates right there, it just became this connection of Charlie and Christianity and Western civilization sort of all mixed together in one.
Charlie's mantra at the end was "Save the West, save the West, save the West." And I think he had wanted to travel internationally in 2023, 2024, but he said, "America first. We're going to stay domestic. We're going to stay focused here at home." We win the election, and he finally allowed himself to schedule a few trips. And so, of course, he went to London, but then he went to South Korea, and Japan as well. I'm so glad he got to do that. I'm so grateful because
he really liked it.
Yeah, he actually liked it. He loved how clean it was, and he was reminded that we don't have to live this way. We do not have to live with crime and filth.
I mean, it's optional.
And yeah, it's all about political will. We learned this with the border and so many other things. Listen, we are going to be joined by Dr. Gad Saad in the second hour. Charlie loved his long conversation with Dr. Saad. We're going to have one here. And we're going to let Jack and Dr. Saad bury the hatchet. It's going to be great.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. No hatchets to be buried. No. We love Dr. Saad. We're honored to have him in just a few minutes. So hour 2 starts at the top of the next hour. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.